Hey, Patriots fans, we have a lot to dive into today, so buckle up because there is plenty going on with our New England Patriots, and we are breaking down every detail that could impact their upcoming games. First, we need to set the stage for what is shaping up to be a fascinating matchup against the Bengals. Things have gotten interesting on the roster front, and some of the developments could have a real effect on the Patriots' strategy going forward. But before we get into the XS and OS, there is a story from the league that has absolutely blown up in terms of controversy and impact, and it directly influences the game we are all keeping our eyes on. It involves none other than Ja'Marr Chase, one of the league's most prolific wide receivers this season. Chase has been at the top of his game, leading the league in receptions and putting up jaw-dropping yardage, along with 5 touchdowns already to his name. His performances have been electric, keeping defenses on edge every time he steps onto the field. But, as it sometimes happens in football, talent alone does not exempt a player from consequences, and Chase found himself in hot water after a highly publicized incident in a recent game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. During that matchup, an altercation occurred with cornerback Jalen Ramsey, and the situation escalated beyond typical on-field frustrations. Videos circulated showing Chase involved in an incident that many have labeled shocking and unnecessary, a spit aimed at an opposing player. The league acted swiftly, handing down a 1-game suspension, which is a significant penalty for any player, let alone one of the top receivers in the NFL. The financial consequences are staggering, too, with Chase forfeiting a massive sum of money for that game. To put in perspective, a suspension like this can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars in a single game. It is a moment that reminds everyone just how high the stakes are in professional football and how moments of lapse in judgment can come with serious repercussions. For the Patriots, this suspension could not have come at a more interesting time. Facing the Bengals without their star wide receiver shifts the dynamics of the matchup significantly. When you combine Chase being out with Joe Burrow still recovering from injury, the Bengals are entering this game at a disadvantage. Burrow's absence, expected to last until around week 13 or 14, means they will be relying on backup quarterbacks, which can create opportunities for a disciplined and opportunistic team like the Patriots to capitalize. As it stands, the Bengals are struggling, sitting at 3 wins and 9 losses this season, a far cry from the team that made it to the Super Bowl not too long ago. Their downward trajectory has been stark, and losing key players only compounds the challenges they face. For New England, this is a situation they can exploit if they stay focused and execute their game plan effectively. Adding to that, the Patriots' recent roster moves show a clear commitment to strengthening depth and maintaining competitiveness. One of the more notable developments has been the elevation of CJ DRI, a tight end with an impressive skill set that has been developing steadily since his college days at Alabama and Maryland. While he may not have posted eye-popping numbers in college, his size, blocking ability, and route-running skills have made him a versatile addition to the team. Mike Vrabel and the coaching staff's decision to elevate him to the 53-man roster speaks volumes about the confidence they have in his ability to contribute, especially at a time when veteran tight ends like Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper have limited availability due to age or injury. CJ DRI represents the kind of strategic investment the Patriots have been making to ensure depth and adaptability at critical positions. Beyond the tight end position, other roster adjustments have been quietly taking shape. Safety John Saunders, who was picked up from another team's practice squad earlier in the season, has been waived, signaling a shift in focus toward players who have shown recent promise, like Hawkins out of Woodson. Additionally, Reese has seen movement back to the practice squad, which is part of a broader pattern of careful personnel management designed to optimize the team's readiness. In combination with DRI's elevation, these changes highlight the team's proactive approach to maintaining competitiveness in the face of injuries and other challenges. When we step back and consider all of this, the landscape for the Patriots heading into the Bengals matchup is very favorable. With one of the NFL's best wide receivers sidelined and their starting quarterback still out, Cincinnati faces an uphill battle. Meanwhile, New England has an opportunity to assert itself and continue building momentum. The team's recent performances, coupled with these roster moves, demonstrate a level of preparation and adaptability that will be critical in securing another win against a team that has historically been formidable but is currently in a state of transition. It is also worth noting that the Patriots defeated the Bengals last year, and the prospect of repeating that success adds another layer of motivation and narrative intrigue to this game. Fans and analysts alike will be watching to see how New England capitalizes on these circumstances, particularly with players like CJ ready to step up and contribute in key moments. Overall, the combination of league penalties, player suspensions, and strategic roster moves creates a unique context that sets the Patriots up for an advantageous position. This is not just about one game. It is about leveraging every opportunity to maintain competitiveness in a challenging season, demonstrating depth, and executing a game plan with precision. As the week progresses, we will continue to analyze the evolving situation, track player performances, and break down the Patriots' strategy leading into the game against the Bengals. With all these developments, the narrative is compelling, the stakes are high, and fans have plenty to discuss and anticipate in the days ahead. The team's management, coaching staff, and players are navigating these challenges in real time, ensuring that when Sunday arrives, New England is prepared to make the most of every advantage on the field. Continuing with the Patriots situation, another key point that deserves attention is how the team's depth chart adjustments are shaping up across multiple positions. While CJ has become a focal point at tight end, there are other players whose roles are evolving in ways that could influence the team's success against the Bengals and beyond. For instance, Austin Hooper, though dealing with some age and missed time, remains a critical piece when healthy, providing both blocking support and reliable pass catching. Hunter Henry, as a veteran presence, adds experience and consistency that younger players can lean on, and the coaching staff has made it clear that balancing the contributions of these veterans with the development of emerging talent is a priority. This strategy reflects the Patriots' long-standing philosophy of fostering a team-first approach, where adaptability and readiness are valued over individual statistics. The decisions made by Vrabel and his staff illustrate a broader commitment to maximizing the strengths of each player on the roster while mitigating the impact of absences or injuries. Defensive adjustments are equally significant. Milton Williams' placement on injured reserve has prompted careful consideration of the defensive line, yet the organization appears confident in the remaining personnel. Rather than scrambling to fill gaps recklessly, the Patriots are demonstrating faith in the players they have developed, trusting that they can rise to the occasion when called upon. This level of confidence can instill a sense of stability and morale that often translates into more cohesive performances on the field. Meanwhile, the Bengals' struggles continue to compound the Patriots' advantages. With Joe Burrow out and Chase suspended, Cincinnati is dealing with a rare combination of key player absences at a time when consistency and cohesion are crucial. The Patriots can exploit these weaknesses through disciplined execution, taking advantage of defensive mismatches and capitalizing on turnovers. Flacco stepping in for Burrow presents an opportunity to apply pressure and force adjustments that can disrupt the Bengals' offensive rhythm. From a strategic standpoint, the Patriots' coaching staff can focus on exploiting these areas while maintaining their own balanced offensive approach, blending established veterans with emerging talent to keep the opposing defense off balance. Financial consequences of suspensions and league penalties, like the one faced by Jamar Chase, also highlight the high-stakes environment in which professional athletes operate. Beyond the obvious competitive impact, forfeiting a significant paycheck for a single game underscores the importance of discipline and decision-making, both on and off the field. For fans, it serves as a reminder that the game is not only about athletic prowess, but also about professionalism, focus, and respect for the rules of the league. This context makes New England's position even more favorable, as the team can approach the matchup with both tactical awareness and psychological advantage, knowing that key opponents are unavailable or under pressure. As the Patriots prepare for this game, the integration of new players and the reliance on versatile contributors like CJ reflect a broader trend of adaptability that has become a hallmark of the team. Players who may have been overlooked in previous seasons are now stepping into pivotal roles, providing the Patriots with options that can be leveraged in multiple scenarios. This flexibility is crucial in modern football, where injuries and suspensions can disrupt game plans, and teams must be ready to adjust on the fly. Observing how these players perform under pressure offers insight into the development pipeline within the organization. The coaching staff's faith in their decisions, from roster elevations to strategic game planning, demonstrates a commitment to building a resilient and competitive team. Fans can watch these developments closely, noting how each adjustment influences not only immediate results, but also long-term team culture and performance standards. Off the field, anecdotes like the commercial flight that brought Joe Burrow to Cincinnati and the experience of season ticket holders witnessing modest accommodations in corporate boxes serve as reminders of the sometimes unexpected realities of professional sports. While the focus is on the game itself, these stories humanize the sport and provide context that makes victories and defeats all the more meaningful. In addition to the tactical and strategic considerations, there's a clear narrative around opportunity. With high-profile opponents sidelined or under scrutiny, the Patriots have a chance to assert themselves decisively. Victories in these circumstances reinforce the team's confidence and establish momentum that can carry forward into future matchups. Beyond the numbers and statistics, it is about seizing the moment and demonstrating execution at a high level when circumstances align favorably. Looking deeper at the roster moves, one can see a pattern of deliberate and thoughtful decision-making. Players like Reese and Darius Harris, who have seen transitions between active rosters and practice squads, illustrate the complexity of team management. These moves are not merely transactional. They reflect ongoing evaluation, strategic planning, and a focus on ensuring readiness at every level. The Patriots' management and coaching approach emphasizes development, preparedness, and adaptability, qualities that are critical in navigating the long NFL season. As game day approaches, attention to matchups, player availability, and tactical adjustments becomes paramount. With the Bengals missing key contributors and the Patriots' depth chart stabilizing, the team is positioned to execute with confidence and precision. Fans can anticipate seeing how emerging players integrate with veterans, how adjustments are applied mid-game, and how the coaching staff capitalizes on opportunities created by opponents' absences or mistakes. All these elements combine to create a compelling storyline as the Patriots gear up for this critical matchup. It is a mix of strategy, opportunity, and preparation, with every detail potentially impacting the outcome. Observing how the team navigates these challenges offers a window into the organizational philosophy, the effectiveness of coaching strategies, and the resilience of players stepping into new or expanded roles. In summary, the Patriots are approaching this period with an advantageous position shaped by circumstances, careful roster management, and strategic foresight. With key opponents sidelined, emerging players ready to contribute, and a coaching staff capable of exploiting matchups, the stage is set for a game that has implications beyond the immediate scoreline. The combination of skill, preparation, and adaptability makes this an exciting time for fans to watch and analyze, as New England seeks to leverage every opportunity to maintain momentum and demonstrate its strength in the league. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. A swirl of whispers has begun to ripple through league circles, carrying one of the most explosive claims of the offseason. According to sources close to the situation, the New England Patriots quietly approached the Pittsburgh Steelers with an audacious proposal, a trade package centered around Jabril Peppers and multiple future picks in exchange for none other than defensive superstar T.J. Watt. The mere suggestion of parting with the face of the Steelers' defense was reportedly met with instant and visceral rejection inside Pittsburgh's front office, sparking what insiders are calling a near-hostile reaction. Those who claim to have knowledge of the conversations describe the atmosphere as tense, almost surreal. The Patriots, now under a new era of leadership and desperate to rebuild their identity, were apparently testing the waters for a blockbuster move that could redefine their defense. But even the boldest dealmakers seem to have underestimated just how sacred what is within Pittsburgh's organizational core. One source suggested the Steelers didn't simply decline. They recoiled, shutting down the dialogue before it could gain traction. What happened next has only fueled the chatter. Rumblings from inside both camps suggest that the failed overture has created a lingering frost, with some Steelers personnel reportedly offended by the sheer audacity of the offer. Meanwhile, in New England, the leak of the proposal has stirred its own storm, raising questions about how aggressively the franchise intends to reshape its roster and whether more daring attempts lie ahead. No official statement has been issued by either team, but the league grapevine is buzzing. Could this be the first sign of brewing trade season chaos? Or merely an overambitious shot that missed spectacularly? For now, the only certainty is that the rumor has left both fan bases stunned, and the rest of the league watching closely as tensions simmer beneath the surface. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.